When we think about AI applications in the AV industry, a restaurant isn't always the first thing you think of. And today I'm joined by Lucas from nilor to discuss such a quite unusual concept, but one that is executed so well at Woohoo. Could you tell me a bit about this particular project, how it came around, and the sort of application that you've developed there?
Well, first off, just like to shout out to Vivid and Harun and Mo, who are the brains behind Woohoo. Couldn't make it today. We played a small role in their world to bring Woohoo to life. So I just want to be upfront about this, that this is a Vivid Studios project that we were lucky to be a part of. And I think it was very exciting. We've been working with Vivid kind of over 2 years now, figuring out what impact is AI, generative AI specifically, going to have on integrated systems, creating events, live experiences, immersive, and Woohoo was really their opportunity to build something from the ground up with the lessons we've learned over the past few years. And I think it's a genuinely new experience, but more importantly, a new way to operate an experience as well.
Absolutely, and for those who've never seen Woohoo before, tell me about what makes this project so unique, because the AI pipeline in the background now must be absolutely crucial to the way that this place operates.
Yeah, I think that there's, AI is front and center, but the way that it is front and center is very curated. So you're not necessarily walking into the venue and being like, powered by AI and everything, but sprinkled throughout the venue, there are little interactions. Like part of the platform is UMAI, which is an AI chef who you can talk to and knows everything about the restaurant, from the menu to also the inventory to the creative that's going on and the whole world behind it. And then there are kind of moments and experiences of the show that change. Every trick in the book is deployed in terms of DMX and lighting and mechatronics, and it's all behind the scenes controlled by the same systems that are powering UMAI and the chef, and they share kind of a controlled knowledge base and system. And I think that part doesn't need to be shown to the guests, but what it does create is a fully connected world that you're interacting with, and that can really take you to a new place.
I couldn't agree more, and I think you're walking such a fine line, aren't you? Because you don't want the technology to overpower the experience, which at the end of the day is culinary, right? So it must be a challenge to balance these factors that really bring the experience to life without it being the main course.
I think so, and all the credit to Gastronaut, who are the restaurateurs, and to the chefs. I mean, the food is equally as ambitious as our AV integrations. One of the dishes is like recreating dinosaur meat, and then when it comes out, it's kind of breathing, and every step of the way, you're kind of being led into this world that is the future of AI Man, and at the center of that is what is called the whale, and that's the whale resembles what does it mean to take physical spaces and make them living. So they're learning from what's going on, reacting, whether it's day or night, picking up on cues of, is it getting louder, is it getting quieter, are we going into more party or more serious, intimate? And that's where we really got to work with Vivid. They're leveraging our platform, Nova Blossom, to kind of be the content and brain that's plugged into the front-end experience.
Yeah, you've really used AV and AI together to build a cohesive narrative. What do you think Woohoo can teach other venues going forward? What applications can you see that developing into, and what lessons can be learned?
I think people don't have issues creating impactful experiences, whether it's totally traditional set design with physical props or walls everywhere. That's not really the problem that we're solving. We're creating a new experience with those tools, but the real benefit comes from the integrations and operations side of things. Vivid, from their virtual production stage called The Void, they're able to completely recreate, rebrand, and do all of the visuals and personality of the restaurant remotely. They can update the content on demand if it's going to be Valentine's Day and they want to redo the entire concept for that. Mo can do that sitting in his chair, talking to a screen, iterating through all the canvases, and it's all operationally deployed. But I think the key is that works because we had the opportunity to build this from the ground up and to integrate with all of the existing AV systems. Shout out to Stage Precision, who we kind of integrated with the brain. So you got the deployment and content creation, but then from an operational standpoint, you can literally talk to the system, be like, okay, let's go into this scene now. Let's bring down the lights. Let's turn it off. Let's start it up. But still leaving all of the doors open for people to go in and use the existing systems, get their hands dirty, use the effects, but just ease a layer of content creation, operation, and monitoring. And I think that's the key unlock, and that's what's going to allow Vivid and nilor to kind of move rapidly from here on out, now that we've kind of figured out how that works. And I think there's a lot of lessons for other people to take there.
Yeah, I think with this sort of application, the world is really your oyster. So it's a great opportunity to get a taste of Woohoo and see what really makes this project work. So Lucas, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Reese.